ever?
That's a good
Sure.
excuse.
I mean, I can tell you a story where I went to a farm and picked stuff,
Hmm.
and it was grueling labor. And I know hour you're picking it. Your farm. Sugar
Cotton
cane.
picking wasn't in slavery.
That, among other things, the slaves in the United States.
I'm not adverse to cotton picking. I'm just adverse to anything that has to do with enslaving black.
What
Not
if
even.
my people were never enslaved?
You
Okay?
can't say that though.
But what
You
if they
can't say what
weren't?
if it happened.
Okay, but what if, no, my specific lineage, right?
My lineage was enslaved.
Okay.
How was it different from your lineage? Well, you got a different black set of. I know I'm
So
not
this
getting
is,
it.
we have a history lesson here tonight.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Well, we should start off. Let me, pull my wits together, and we could talk. Well, this is so.
You know, there was a dash cam that showed what happened before, right?
So there are two cameras.
Yeah, the police released a dash cam that showed what was recorded before. Let's see if we can. You know, the troubling thing is that if that guy didn't record it, that would have been another death at the hands of the police. Because while we wait for that video to come up, there's another article that blacks are killed by police at a higher rate in South Carolina and the U.S. Firing 8 shots into Scott back as he fled.
He's with us now exclusively, along with his attorney, Todd Rutherford. Gentlemen, good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Faden, what have the last couple of days been like for you?
Oh, it's been something I never expected. You know, I say lives change a matter of seconds, you know, to people. And never thought this would happen, you know. I'll be a witness of this video, and that would record this video, and all this will happen to me.
So let's go back to Saturday. You're walking to work. You're on the phone. You see this confrontation, excuse me, between Officer Slager and Mr. Scott. I believe you saw the officer on top of Mr. Scott, and you heard the taser. What did it sound like?
Yeah, the taser, it was just sounding, like I say, like he was using the taser with Mr. Scott.
How did Mr. Scott react immediately following being tased? How did he react to that?
Well, before the video, I saw that he was trying to get away of the taser, and his reaction was just, you know, to get away of the taser.
Was there a struggle over the taser that you saw? Were they fighting over it?
No, he never grabbed the taser of the police. He never grabbed the taser.
You then put the phone up and you start to record after that moment. And within seconds, you record Officer Slager firing 8 shots. 1 minute you're walking to work, the next minute 8 shots are fired. You must have been scared.
Yes, definitely. I still are. I'm still scared.
You're still scared?
Yes.
And yet you maintained your composure enough to keep videotaping this.
Yeah.
When you saw Walter Scott fall to the ground, can you just describe your reaction?
At that moment, I didn't really thought, you know, that he was gonna die or that he was dead. You know, never maybe thought that maybe one bullet would catch him, you know, and just fell to the ground. Never thought that, you know, how many bullets he was catched by, and yeah, never thought, you know, that he was dead.
I want you to look at the monitor here for a second, because there's a moment on your cell phone video. Immediately after Officer Slager stops firing, it appears to me that he looks directly at you. I'm going to run this tape and just watch that instant. He fires the 8 shots, and then he looks right over. Do you think he was looking at you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, before, I record the video, so maybe that he felt that he can feel that someone is there. You know, like I say, it was an empty spot. There were just the 3 of us, you know, in that moment. And like I said, I couldn't tell what was going to happen. So I just want him to know, you know, that he's not by himself.
But then you moved around and you got closer. Yeah. There's one portion of the tape where you're actually pretty close to Walter Scott on the ground, and the officers, now 2 of them, are standing over Mr. Scott. Did they say anything to you? Did you say anything to them?
I was saying in the video that it was an abuse, what the police officer was doing. What he had done at that moment. The officer didn't say that right after I get close, you know, but it was at some point that Jesse said, you know, so one of them told me to just move from there.
You eventually showed this tape to the Scott family, and I know you've described that was a very difficult thing for them to see. Mr. Rutherford, if he had not taken those images with his cell phone, this would be his word against Officer Slager's word.
That's right.
That video changes everything.
The video changes everything, and it shows the importance of body cameras, and thankfully they're now moving to put body cameras on all their officers. But he's afraid. The first thing he said to me this morning was, how can I get protection? You've got other officers that are now being investigated because of this video that said that they performed CPR And Mr. Scott, as he was laying there dying, and he says in the 5 minutes afterwards, he never saw them do any life-saving techniques at all, including CPR. So what does he do when the people that are supposed to protect us are the ones that are turned against us?
Do you have an answer for that? What do you do? Just keep doing what you're doing? Talking about this?
Like I say to Todd, I decided, to show my face to the media because, like I say to him, my life have changed after this, with this impact. Now, like I say, people know where I live, people know, where I work, So my normal routine from just walking from my house to work, have changed. And I say to him, I have to, like I say, in some point I thought about staying anonymous, and don't show my face, don't talk about it. But there's something now that I have to go, beyond that at this. And like I say, if I want to show my face, everybody over there knows, including the police officers, the Department of Justice knows, who I'm at.
Well, we appreciate you talking to us this morning, Faden. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And Todd, thank you very much as well.
Go ahead.
Seen the police. Really clever. You know what? That's the way. You just let.
That was very clever.
This provides, but then I can understand why this kid would be hesitant.